Hey guys, what is up? It's Bib07 here again, and welcome to another old school vlog I'm going to be doing today. Still at pest control, as I am going to be for at least the next day or two, probably two though. Yesterday I didn't really get to do any pest control at all, and that was because I went to the intermediate boat, which is where I'm at right now, and we just kept losing every game, lost, lost, lost. So I decided to go to the novice boat, and even there, I would lose like 2 out of every 5 games, maybe even 3 out of every 5, and it just sort of made me kind of mad. So I didn't really want to do it when I was getting such bad results and losing, so many points per hour. So I just logged off, didn't really do it all that much. Um, and I did work all day yesterday, so it was last night when I was doing it, so I didn't really have a lot of time to do it either. But, it's not so bad right now. I'm at the intermediate spot, and we pretty much never lose at the moment, which is pretty nice. I am really trying to grind out this pest control so I can get my range up. I'm 65 now. I think I got out one level since the last video. I think I might get a little bit higher than I thought. I might even get all the way to 67 before I finish getting my void here. I just got 200 points, so I'm a little over 200 right now. Getting pretty close to getting my Void Knight bottoms. I'm definitely going to be getting those tonight, I think, as long as we keep on winning like we are. And then I'm going to be getting my gloves and or I'm going to be getting my range hat and hopefully my gloves tomorrow, but I might not be able to finish it until Sunday night or something like that. But yeah, just thought I'd make another video updating you guys, and I want to also talk about some of the oh, looks like we lost that game. Guess I shouldn't have recorded because it was bad luck. But oh well. But I just wanted to talk about some of the updates that are coming into old school, including that dead man mode that everyone's been sort of talking about, I guess. But yeah, an update came out 2 days ago called that they called the Duel Arena rework, which is pretty awesome. It's kind of like the way they did it in EOC, where they added a way for you to save your rule set, and you can load it every time you get into the arena. So right away you can click your preset and it'll load, like if you have a boxing saved as your preset or whip or DDS or whatever. So it's much harder to get scammed, and you can also just click load previous duel if you're doing like a session with somebody or whatever like that. So it should be pretty awesome. But yeah, and they also set up a bunch of anti-scamming measures, and that's going to hopefully help out a lot. They made it so that I mean, this is the first time I'm reading this, so I'm just sort of reading it out loud as I read through it. But yeah, it's impossible to quickly change the rules before starting the stake, because once you change a rule, the accept button can't be clicked for a few seconds. So that's pretty good. I think it would have been better if they added the exclamation points they have in the EOC version of the Duel Arena, but it's there's only so much they can do, I guess. It's sort of a good thing that they changed this, but you have to pay a little bit of attention, make sure they don't change something and then just like wait a little while and then accept or whatever. But yeah, they also changed the second screen, which is probably my favorite part about it. They took it away so that it's no longer just text, and that tells you what everything is. The equipment screen is now on the second screen, which I never really understood why they didn't have that in the past, and I'm pretty glad they added it. So they have that, and they also have, all the regular stuff like food, potions, all that sort of thing. I don't know why they don't just leave it the same, just have two accept screens with all the rules the same way they look, so you know what they're supposed to look like. If you guys can understand what I mean, I'm pretty bad at explaining it, but like, just have two accept screens like that look almost the same, maybe not the exact same, maybe at least move the accept button or something, because if they're exact same, someone might accidentally accept the second screen when they think it's the first screen. But at least it would be way easier to see if something is wrong if the screens were similar in the way they displayed their information, I guess, if you guys can understand that. But I'm not really a big staker on 07, at least not yet, obviously, because I am not high enough combat level with my style of account. Obviously, I'm just sort of a main account. I don't really have a theme or whatever, and I'm not really built for staking unless I get my max combat stats. And then I might go staking, but I'll probably try to avoid it because that's how I lost a lot of money and usually got cleaned on EOC. Well, not even EOC, just in RS2. I would lose a lot of money staking. I made a lot of money too, but in the end I always ended up, in the negative, as you tend to do with staking and all that sort of gambling type thing. But yeah, I might do it for some fun every now and then. We'll have to wait and see. But let's see what else they did. Purdue, what the heck is that? The dwarf found upstairs in the Edgeville General Store will now sell you back any achievement diary gear you've lost. So you can't get it back for free? That's kind of dumb. Why would you not be... Why is it upstairs in the Edgeville General Store too? That's so weird. In RS3 you can get the achievement diary gear back just going and getting it from the person you got it from in the first place. I don't see why they'd have to add a cost for that. That's kind of dumb if you ask me. Achievement diaries are something I'm very interested in completing because the rewards are really, really awesome. I haven't started any of them yet because I'm just sort of lazy, and I kind of like... Oh, whoops. I thought it was the yellow. But I kind of like doing them all at once, if you know what I mean. Like doing the whole achievement diary at once, like the whole Karamja, all the levels of it. But I don't know. For some things, I'll probably do them early. Like I'll probably do Lumbridge and Drano before I can do them all, because obviously the elite ones have some really high requirements and they're pretty hard to get. I'm pretty sure you need 91 rune crafting for Karamja, which is pretty high requirement. But rune crafting is something I'm still going to be working on as I go. Once I finish this, I'm going to be probably going to get 70 range, obviously, as I said, at Nightmare Zone. But then after that, I'll probably continue to do my elite clue. But if I need to get another requirement, I'll probably go do some rune crafting first. Before I do that, get maybe 80 rune crafting, and then go get the next requirement for my elite clue. And I'll just sort of do it like that. Like, as I said, I'm not really going to be going hardcore all out no life for 99 rune crafting, but it's definitely a goal I want to get, and it's one of my main goals at the moment. I'm just sort of doing other things on the side. Like I consider this on the side. It's not really a main goal of mine, if you know what I mean. It's kind because like you can't really say, oh, my main goal is getting void, because it's a pretty small goal. It's not going to take you very long. But my main goal, like my long-term goal, is getting 99 rune crafting, because it'll make me a lot of money, and it's just overall good, nice skill to get to 99. Pretty hard to get cape, and not very many people have it. And it's one of my favorite skills in the game, so it's sort of like a win in all directions for me. Worst thing about pest control is people don't close these gates, and that can cause the Void Knight to take a lot of extra unnecessary damage from the rangers. But if you close the gate, they usually just end up stacking up outside the gate, and they can't really get to the Void Knight. So it's pretty important to close those. But yeah, doesn't look like these pieces are too expensive, really. And I guess it's somewhat easier to get them back because it's I wonder. Oh, well, actually, that's kind of interesting. Maybe you can get it back for free if you go to the person, but this guy is sort of there as a convenience thing if you're lazy and don't want to go, and you'll just pay, a couple, like 5 or 6K to get back your boots or whatever. Maybe that's what it is. I'm not really sure. So if that's the case, then I think it's a pretty cool update. Just some convenience with a little bit of cost for those of us who are lazy, which I probably would do if I had any of the pieces for it. But yeah, a few other things in other news. Those pyramid, what am I talking about? Tournament worlds looked pretty cool. Not really my sort of thing, if you know what I mean. Not really looking to just go fight people for fun or PK or whatever. I used to be a big PKer back in the day on RS2, but I'm not a big fan of the old school PKing, and we lost again. That's fantastic. But I'm not the biggest fan of old school PKing. Just I don't know. It sort of feels clunky to me compared to the RS2 system. Like back when they made Wilderness free, when the Wilderness and Free Trade update came out on RS2, that's when I PK'd a lot, and that was like HD graphics, really smooth sort of overall system, if you know what I mean. And I thought it was way more fun to PK on. I maybe I'll go PKing in the future when I get like maxed out, but I mean obviously you get maxed out on that when you go on there, but it's just sort of a waste of time just to do it for no gain. So I'm not really interested in that, but maybe in the future I'll PK for fun when I'm maxed out, and if I'm a little rich or whatever, I'll do some DH fights and stuff, because I do like PKing. It's pretty fun, but it's just sort of this old school system I'm not a big fan of, and I just think it's kind of clunky. I really do miss the good old days of RS 2008, 9, 10, whenever sort of like I really enjoyed PKing in PvP worlds back when the EP system was around. It was really fun to go around and find people who were EPing and doing skills and kill them or try and get them with teleblock and stuff. That was a really fun thing I used to do when I was a noob and I was like 90 combat. I would do that, and I would like PK like a Guthix and Brazier like for 200k and freak out because it was like bank loot. But those were the days for me. I really enjoyed that. I would go with friends sometimes too, which was really fun. And even during the bounty hunter days, I remember when I first got Piety and I was PKing with my whip and my dragon mace. I just thought I was like top shit, bro. Like, and I was having a really good time with it. And one time I PK'd an ancient statue and I almost like fell off my chair because that was 5 mil. I was like, or 10. I don't remember. Was it 5? 10? I can't honestly remember if it was 5 or 10, but it was awesome, and I was so happy to get that one time. So I really do miss those days. And then even after the Wilderness and Free Trade came out, I used to DHPK all the time. That's how I made my money to get Turmoil, was DHPKing. Can we stop losing, please? But yeah, that's just that was a really long rant for one little update, but I really do miss those days, getting some nostalgia just thinking back on them. See if there's anything else. Anything else of value in these little notes at the bottom here? Doesn't really look like it. It's all Arab's hood, blah, who cares about that? Yeah, it doesn't really. The message saying I don't care about that. Okay, so yeah, but pretty cool, I guess. Duel Arena rework I think was definitely needed, because it was far too easy to scam people with just a quick rule switch at the right when they were about to accept. I think it was definitely a needed rework. And as far as Deadman mode goes, I'll probably make another video on that in the future, because this video is actually running a little longer than I expected it to. I went off on a few pretty long tangents about some random stuff, as I do tend to do in these vlogs, but that's sort of what I hope you guys might watch them for, is just to hear me just rant off about stuff. Maybe bring back some memories of your own you might have had from the good old RS2 PvP and PKing days back in the golden times. I'd have to say those were my favorite times of RuneScape, without a doubt. But yeah, that's all I really had to say, I think, about that. But as far as Deadman mode goes, it sounds pretty interesting. Kind of a weird little prospect. I mean, I don't know how they came up with it or whatever. It sounds pretty crazy. I think it's like 5 times XP, PvP anywhere. You can raid their bank. Like it's a really crazy system they've got proposed, and I'm pretty sure the vote already happened on it, and I'm almost positive that it passed. I can't say for sure on that, but I might make one of those accounts, but I'm not really sure, because I don't really feel like paying extra membership just to play this new mode that I might suck, or I might just die and rage quit. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to be playing it, but it definitely sounds kind of cool if you ask me. I do still have my Iron Man. It's mainly a hardcore Iron Man on RS3, but it is an Ultimate Iron Man on old school. So who knows, maybe I'll play that again in the future. But as for right now, I'm going to go ahead and end this video off here, I think. Deadman mode, I think, is a bit of a larger topic for maybe another video. So let me know if you guys would like to see me or hear me talk about that. And go ahead and leave comments on any of the stuff I talked about in this video, what you think, what your thoughts are. Did I bring back some good old memories for you? And yeah, other than that, you guys, hope you all enjoyed. I'm going to continue on the PC grind here. Hopefully we can avoid losing very many more games on my way to 250 points, because really want to get there before, before like 5 in the morning. So yeah, other than that, guys, I'll see you next time. Peace out.